89.
Live week 89 from El Salvador.
Yes.
I got it. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Another awesome week. I'm just going to make sure I'm not making a heap of noise on the YouTubes. We're not, which is good.
Yes.
We've got lots to share. Been a massive week, exciting week. So much cool stuff. If you want to join our newsletter, in the description down below. There we go. We found it. We've also turned up the volume this week. So I noticed that the call last week was a little bit quiet, especially when I talk over there. So just do that.
I think we kind of can announce that I think it's nearly rainy season has started.
Yeah.
Last night was incredible.
Yes.
So anyone up in Berlin, I hope you got some sleep. I know I was didn't have a huge amount.
I got up a few times.
Yep.
Hola, Mark.
Yep. Hi, Mark. How are you?
Yep, I'm gonna do this right now. So for anybody who wasn't here last week, you'll notice that there may be a new QR code up here. And if you zap that QR code, Blink, Wallet of Satoshi are good wallets to do this because you can put in a message. Put in the message with your sats, and when you push send, you'll see something magical happen. Just like that. So there's you can see the message, you can see the sats, and you would have just seen the confetti.
Yep. So that's pretty cool. So James has been working on this for the past week.
2 weeks.
Three
weeks.
I mean,
3
but
weeks.
updating. So you would have noticed last week that we did have just the sats showing up, but he's actually now made it possible that we've now got a message as well as some special, what do you call them, Easter eggs?
Oh, there's a couple of, slight Easter eggs. Yeah,
in here.
But so, I didn't make it work.
No.
All the Alby team, they made it work. Huge shout out to the dev that's been helping us out, and also the team in general. Boomy's been amazing in helping with getting the message working because there was a bit of pressure from us to make it work, and we're super excited to see it working.
Yeah.
So it should work. If you've got any issues, tell us because we are still testing.
Yeah.
Really cool.
And this is a potential for any person or community doing live shows. They've now got a way to actually start earning some stats from their show without having to look at the SuperChat type things. This is straight Bitcoin into your wallet, which is awesome.
Yeah, and that's a huge. So this is basically like a YouTube SuperChat.
Yeah.
But we're doing it with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You can put a message in there, it will show, and away you go.
Yep.
So we're going to put in some features where if you zap certain amounts, certain things will happen. So if you zap one sat, you can zap one sat with your message, but you won't get the confetti. Mm-hmm. So there you go.
All right. Okay, so a newsletter.
Join it down below.
Yes.
There's a link. It's the Substack link. We put it out every week. We talk about the events that are happening. Mainly the meetups. There's occasionally other exciting things. We've got a few new ones to talk about. There's a new NOSTR. Since we're talking about NOSTR stuff, because this is using NOSTR technology, there's a new meetup that'll happen.
Yes, it's coming up.
Nikki's going to tell us. And there's also links to our service down below. So if you want to check out Bitcoin Farmers Market, who we've talked about before, which was 30 weeks ago. They've actually changed locations, and we've been to the new location twice. We love it. I think they've been there for about 2-3 months.
3 weeks. 3
months.
3 lots of...
4. Is it not 4?
No, it was one before a weekend.
Was it? Okay, all right. New location in Zonte, but you will want to know, because we had a friend messaging us this morning saying, where was it? It was down the road.
Yeah. So, it's been... awesome week. So and also with the newsletter, if you subscribe, you will go into the draw to get a call with us as well, which we do every month. And just talking about joining things like our newsletter. Also, if you like what we do, share it, subscribe, just to get the algorithms going.
Yes,
yeah.
Please. Speaking of, if you love the new feature, hit the like button in here, hit the share button, subscribe button, all of those things if you haven't done them. It helps, as they say, to drive the algorithm and let other people know that awesome stuff's happening here in El Salvador on YouTube.
On YouTube, live. Anyway, okay, let's go. Oh, do you want some sats shout out?
We do want a sats shout out. There was nothing in the Blink wallet, nothing in the Wallet of Satoshi, nothing in the Strike wallet. Not that we're expecting anything, but I'm just mentioning that they were empty. Yeah. But there was Papusa sats from Super Pilotish on the Geyser Fund. So thank you, Super Pilotish. That is awesome because that keeps that going for another 90 days, which is really cool. If anybody is curious what Geyser is, it's basically a crowdfunding platform that uses Bitcoin. I think they take 4% of the sats that come in, but it's a great way to promote your Bitcoin project. The big NOSTR fans, self-custody. It's really good.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Okay, yes. Events happening. Right, so tonight, of course, we have the Bitcoin Berlin weekly meetup. It is at the Bitcoin Centre. It starts at 6:30. So if you are in Berlin, make sure you come along and check it out. It is normally Spanish first, just to let you know. We have the Bitcoin Casual Meetup on Tuesday at 7 p.m. in San Salvador, Honolulu, the new location in Los Castados Mall. So just remember, it is in a new location, so make sure you come along to that. Then we have a special meetup.
Mark, zap the QR code, and that way your message pops up under here. But thank you.
All right, this Wednesday we have a new Bitcoin meetup. Okay, so this is a Bitcoin meetup in San Salvador, which will be the last Wednesday, hopefully, of each month. This week it is the 24th, and it's Illuminodes organising this. It is a NOSTR Devs meetup, and it starts at 5 p.m. It's at the BTC Embassy. There you will be able to purchase food and drinks. Everyone is welcome. So come, learn and connect. So make sure this is a new event. Come along, check it out. We have, of course, this Thursday, My First Bitcoin monthly meetup on the 25th of April at Cusco Taste Peru at 6 p.m. Friday, we have the Bitcoin Beach, the last Friday of the month, which is the 26th, this Friday at Pale Verde, and that is at 5 p.m. Now, Bitcoin is out west. They have a special birthday on how to set up and manage a Bitcoin node. Workshops cost 7,000 sats, and it's the event is at the Spanish Beats Cafe, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Monday, May the 13th. So don't miss that if you're out west in El Salvador. Yep. And of course you have the Bitcoin Beach casual dinner. It won't be this week because the Bitcoin Beach have got their normal meetup. Yeah. So that's it. That's it. Yeah. Awesome. So lots of events. The new event is on this Wednesday at the BTC Embassy, and it starts at 5 p.m.
And I'm sure it will be a regular monthly event. Yeah. If you're interested in NOSTR in general, I'm sure you can go along. You don't have to be a developer. No. I'm sure they'd love to talk to you about what they're up to and how you can use it. We do have a NOSTR profile ourselves. I'm not actually sure if I have it in the thing down below, but it will be about welcome more people coming in. Great to see you guys. FSV team, JDub and Mark. That's awesome. All right, we're going to carry on.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Monday.
Let's do it. Monday. I'm going to find my Monday. Am I doing Monday?
Oh, I can do Monday.
I'll do Monday. No, I've got it. Working from home is what James normally does. Nikki spent an hour and a half at the bank.
Ooh.
Yeah. How we spend our time paying the rent.
Seriously, the banks here in El Salvador are hard work.
Yeah.
You had to line up outside. Sorry.
You got a bit of treatment this time.
I did. I didn't realise I wasn't allowed to use my cell phone while I'm sitting inside waiting, and I was waiting for an hour and a half, and you're not allowed to use your cell phone. First time ever we've been pulled up. That's just to pay our rent. We're really still trying to get our landlord to accept Bitcoin. She is taking a little bit harder, but we've come up with a plan. So I wonder if James is going to put it in place.
I need to do that.
Yes.
So we had other challenges with the rent, with the internet in the house and everything. We then met with Evelyn and Vanya.
Yeah, so of course Vanya,
I did. Evelyn and Vanya.
Vanya was leaving that afternoon, and so Evelyn and myself went down to Cafe 303 for a coffee and pie. So that was really lovely. So we had a really lovely girly morning. Awesome. Yeah, which was really nice to do.
There we go. Look at that super chat. It's all over my face. Missing the live stream for the sat. 21 sats. Oh, someone nailed it. 21 sats. It is the magic number for the confetti. That's cool. I just got to look around it.
Yeah.
Then we prepared for the live, our weekly live. Last week we didn't have the comments. It's going to be on my face for about 30 seconds. That might be something I have to tweak when we get a certain length. And then we went to the Bitcoin meetup, and afterwards we went for pupusas. Who spoke at the Bitcoin meetup? Oh, we talked about the cleanup project,
yes.
right? Yep. So in case anybody doesn't know, Nikki started leading the cleanup project
up here in Berlin.
Yes.
Yeah, with Salvador and Evelyn. I mean, they were the ones who had the great idea. I just sort of got the action happening. Yes, but I'll talk about that on Tuesday actually.
Okay.
It comes through.
All right.
Cool. Tuesday.
I'm not clicking my days, but let's go.
Right.
I've been off that.
Right, Tuesday. Okay, so we had our BAI meeting first thing in the morning, which was great. We meet once a week just to discuss all the things that are happening in the centre, making sure we're continuously moving forward. And if anyone's got any new ideas or someone has come in with some ideas, we can chat and discuss it and see how we put it all together. Then we had a meeting with Jethro. Jethro's been amazing. He's sort of had the whole vision of setting up a podcast studio in the centre, and that was one of the reasons why we did move places to make sure we could provide a space for a podcast studio. He is unfortunately heading back to the United States for a few months, so we've just sort of had a big of a meeting to move the podcast studio forward so we can get it up and running. Really excited about that. We've had a whole lot of ideas and plans to get it so the sound is really good in it. So and what kind of events or what kind of live streams we're going to have, or and just have it open for a lot of other people. I wish we actually took photos of what we've done this week. We didn't.
We've got to do that. We've bought a whole heap of stuff. It's going really well already. Just when we put the sound panels in there that we've made, already the sound is really different, which is great. And we've got plans for the first shows, which is great. This is something that Jethro brought to the table with the project in terms of getting us to do regular shows in English and Spanish and promote Berlin. And it's been great having somebody who wanted to grab the project and run with it. It's getting very close, super close. Yeah,
so it's cool.
Yep.
All right, then I spent some time in the centre just doing the centre stuff and making sure it's open. Then James was in the centre for the afternoon. I went home, got some dinner sorted, and then we had Tuesday night, we actually had our first meeting in regards to the cleanup project here in Berlin. It was really cool. There was so many amazing people came, like the new director of the town turned up. There was the head of the tourism board of Berlin turned up. There's some really influential people who have been behind the Bitcoin Centre as well as Berliners in Action. They were there, and there's so much passion. There's so many ideas and things flowing. Everyone has gone away and things have started to happen, and it's great. And even, I mean, not that it was to do with us, but the church put out a project, and they had all the school children around town today. Whoa!
Wow! Thank you for sharing the NOSTR event. We're excited to start opening up NOSTR skills and opportunity in El Salvador. Man, I'm surprised you guys were able to write a message that long.
That's awesome. So look at this. This is something really cool. Well, yes, we're going to need to put it in a different place for next time, but this is all learning. This is something I know that James's passion is huge when it comes to these techie things, and he loves creating and getting people to develop things like that. So well done, you. Yeah.
No, I'm just instigating playtime. Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
All right, and then so the cleanup of the park is just amazing. There's just so much passion. And there's just, as I said, the high school students were out picking up rubbish today, which was, really, really cool. They started planting lots of bougainvilleas in the park this morning as well, I noticed. So all the stuff's happening. It's cool.
A specific message that they wanted to cover my face. I can understand that. Nikki's the pretty one, so, all right, Wednesday. On Wednesday, early morning start, we went into San Salvador. When we got in there, we went to the K1 factory, workshop, office, all of the above, which was a really cool visit. We've never seen the K1 office.
And look, there's a photo.
Oh, yes, there we go. The team there was super cool. They're great people. If you would like to go and visit the K1 office and you're in Santa Tecla and El Salvador, I'm sure it would be something that you can do. We recommend going and checking it out. It was very interesting. We also returned the original K1 that had been loaned to us. Thank you to at Bukele Shop on Twitter. Ricardo. Ricardo kindly donated that to us for the last 7 months.
I would be very intrigued to see how heavy it is with the amount of extra stickers that got put on that machine, because it's covered in stickers, and then everyone was still plastering the whole 9 months we had it there, which was really cool.
So it's about to go on a tour of Mexico, which is pretty cool and exciting as well. And so we now have, thank you to BitRefill. If you don't use BitRefill, you need to use BitRefill, because we use it regularly, several times a month, to pay our bills. So we top up our phone, we pay our electricity, we pay our internet. No, we don't pay our internet because the provider's different. But we do pay our water, which is really cool. And you can pay your internet. So highly recommend getting BitRefill if you don't have it. But they purchased and donated a machine that takes 25 cents, $1, and $5, $10, $20 bills. So now when you come and visit Berlin, you can play with the latest and greatest vending machine from K1, which is pretty cool. Thank you guys. It's massive.
Yeah.
One of the reasons to come and play in Berlin. Okay. Anyway, I got distracted. We then went to some shops. They gave us some tips. So Edgar gave us some tips to go shopping for soundproofing for the podcast studio. It was a fantastic shop, really good. I think it was called Co Plaza, and they had great material like fabrics and foams
and it's all sewing equipment, domes. A lot of more sort of industrial heavy duty stuff, which was awesome to see.
Very cool. Yeah. Then we went and had lunch with a couple of friends, Bitcoin friends, and they were testing this cool feature from Canada. Oh, I'm surprised it works from Canada. Well, look at that number. That number, it's close.
It's close,
right, so that was a really awesome lunch. We went to Luma, I think, or Luna or something. Luma. And they accept Bitcoin, which is great. We really enjoy going there and eating there. Which is cool. Then we went to Dollar City, one of our favorite places to go and buy knickknacks and cheap stuff. We paid with Bitcoin there, which is great. We bought stuff for the centre and the market, I think. We went to Walmart again, and we've got more knickknacks and stuff for the house and everything. Paid with Bitcoin. It is going smooth. That was the smoothest experience we've ever had at Walmart.
I think what was really cool with the Walmart one was we went to an aisle, because the accept our Bitcoin aisle was closed, and so we went to an aisle that didn't have the sign to accept Bitcoin. But rather than just go and expect to pay Bitcoin, we actually asked them first, look, we want to pay with Bitcoin, and they sort of said, yeah, no problem, and they went and got the point of sale. If we had just gone and expected to, put it all through and then ask, I doubt we would have had that opportunity. Whoa! We had lightning bolts.
There's so 21 sats you get confetti, and at 5,000 sats you get lightning bolts. And at some point I'm going to build in more features.
You found the 2 Easter eggs.
Yeah, they're the 2. That's it. That's all of the Easter eggs for today. Yeah. Good job, guys.
Dollar store, Walmart.
Walmart. So that was a good experience. We really appreciated that the guy, the manager that was on duty was really, he was just like, yep, here you go, pay, whatever, and carried on. So that was awesome. PriceSmart, that went well. Bought a few things that we needed there as well. And then we had a late trip home. Got home quite late.
We did.
Yeah.
It was a big day.
Good. Yeah.
All right, service for
the week. Going to click in here so we can move it over. The Bitcoin Farmers Market. If you haven't been, you're missing out. It is a really awesome addition to the Bitcoin Beach. So if you go to Bitcoin Beach and you visit and you want to go spend sats down there, try and go every second Sunday. So they follow their accounts, which are down below. There's Instagram, Twitter, and they've got a link tree on there where you can find the new location. So if you're wanting to know where the new location is, it's the last entrance or exit when you're coming from the city, it's on the end of the straight before you go up the hill again. So It's personally, we think it's a much better location, which is great. The layout's better, the vibe's good.
The people who own the property Nicole has just got such amazing attention to detail, and so you now have, and there is a picture of it, a great table in the middle of the area, and she's created it. She's put some leaves in it. There it is. There you go. And you can sit. You can have a coffee. You can have a French bakery. You can have your lunch, whatever. But you can just hang out with some friends, and it really reminded me of Nelson. We had a Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, but we had a farmers market every Saturday morning, and I just ended up going to a coffee place there and sitting down, and I met some amazing people. It was just cool.
Yeah.
It was just, and they've created the same sort of atmosphere that you can go and sit down. So well worth just coming and hanging out and checking. But there was so many different people there. Too this week. New
store holders, new guests. It was really cool. The vibe was awesome. Yeah. The food's good. They got good toilets there. What else? The music was good this time. It was a nice balance, which was really good. Really good vibe. Yeah. Really enjoy it. Super great location. And we bought some stickers because there's a sticker lady there. She goes and makes stickers each week, and I gave her a hard time about where the Bitcoin stickers were this week. But I've taken a number of photos of her before, and I've never actually bought anything. So this week I bought some stickers, and we got something. She had something called sorpresa, and this is like a lucky dip thing. So para niños, so for the children. It's a lucky dip thing. So apparently it's got lucky dip stickers inside it. So Nikki's going to open it. Okay. While she's opening that, this is a sticker. So a lot of people, the sticker game at the market is really good. This is the Santa Ana crew. One of the brothers with the farm came down to visit, which is really cool. They're traveling about as far as we are to come down and be part of this.
Making lots of noise.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So Nikki's got, what do we got in there?
2Q, 3R,
is
3FQ.
Okay, wow. All right, so this was $1. And what did we get? We got this and
Surf City, El Salvador. Surf City, El Salvador.
2Q, 3R, 3FQ. So this lady, she does a lot of Salvadorano like meme stickers. So for example, anyone who's been here, this is ice cream, sorbet ice cream, which is sold by a little guy, normally some older gentleman who's pushing a box along the street, and he's got a little glass cabinet which has the red ice cream cones in there, and the sorbet is actually really good.
Yes.
We enjoy it when we see it. Then we've also got a sticker here that's talking about pupusas, which is really cool.
So we're going to have to say, well, does anyone know what this means?
Not that. Oh, that one? Yes.
Yeah.
So looking at the back, there's actually like, you turn it around there, there's like a meal there.
Oh, okay.
And it appears
2Q, 3R, 3FQ.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if this will show on the camera, but there's like a meal in the background. Oh, there we go. That focused really well. So it may be about, we'll have to ask the Salvadoranos tonight when we have dinner what that means.
Okay, so that was quite fun. So the Bitcoin Farmers Market, if you ever come to El Salvador, it is one of the must-do things to come and do. It's every second Sunday, and it's in our newsletter when it's going to be, so make sure you check our newsletter or subscribe to our newsletter before you come so you can see when it's going on. For
anyone who's late, please hit the like button, like, subscribe, share, all of those things. It will help people know that this is happening, you know the normal drill. And also give us a couple of zaps here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go, this is a script that can be shared. You just need to talk, at the moment, you need to talk to Alby to get set up. But I want to go talk to, who are we talking about today? The BTC Sessions and Simply Bitcoin, because I think it would be awesome for them to start using something like this, because then SuperChats would really get out of control and it might upset YouTube.
Yes.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but anyway.
No.
Are we moving forward?
Yep, we are. Thursday. Okay, so I was in the centre in the morning practicing. I actually met up with Patty, which was really cool, and actually another girl, young girl, who's Danny, who's comes and helps out at the centre in the mornings, and we were practicing our Spanish and English, so that was quite fun. James worked at home for the morning. I know he was working on this. That's what he's been doing a lot of the time.
I prioritized too much of my time on having fun this week instead of doing work.
And then and then we spent Thursday afternoon we're sort of at the centre, but we're also buying wood. We were just getting everything ready to start building these sound absorption pads, I'd call them. So they're the size of a single bed.
Basically, yeah.
And we are building frames to put the mattresses in. On Friday, when we go back up to San Salvador, we'll be buying fabrics to cover those and create them so they look attractive.
Yeah, which is awesome.
And then we, of course, purchasing the wood from Menzies, we also paid with Bitcoin, which is really great. And then we went to Paddy's Cafe for crepes and a smoothie, which is, look at that.
There we go, there's a crepe there.
Got a lovely lady, Patty Ingalls in Berlin. She is an artist, but she also has a little cafe. So her, I think you've done it before, you've actually talked about it before, but her cafe is all that limey green colour, and she's got all her artwork, and she's sort of also drawn on the walls. Really talented woman. The smoothies are great. The juices are great. The crepes were actually really tasty as well.
Yeah. The cafe is literally her artwork. So she's painted it in a cartoon style. But then inside the cafe, she's got a whole heap of her paintings, which she sells on the wall. So you can buy it. And then you go outside, and she started painting a massive mural on the outside and pictures and stuff. So, yeah, the cafe is her work, literally. It's pretty cool.
And she's got a lot of murals all through town, actually. So, which is lovely. And you can pay with Bitcoin.
And I know that the Standard might be talking to her.
Yes.
So when you stay at the Standard, you can, in the future, soon see her artwork. Yeah. All right. We'll talk about the Standard a bit more. Mr. Roller. I know now. Okay. Let's see. Friday? We're going to Friday. All right. Right before we get to Friday, if you have any questions about life in El Salvador, Bitcoin in El Salvador, what we're doing, what other people are doing, what El Salvador is doing, put them in the chat, because we will answer all of the questions when our little Salvadoran flag here gets to Q&A. So we're going to move to Friday. Early morning in the centre to open and collect the wood that we'd ordered for the soundboards. So Nikki and it was a funny morning. The guy rings us and he's like, I'm at the centre, and we're like, okay, we'll come. And he's like, in 20 minutes. And it's like, okay. 5 minutes later, I'm at the centre. Okay, we're coming. So that was quite funny. It was pretty good.
So we ended up being there all day, actually.
Yes. So we ended up working from the centre. Nikki, I think you popped home for a little bit. I can't remember. Did you? I can't remember. We were both basically there all day, working on the sound panels. We took our laptops to make sure we could do work. No, you didn't go home. You went to the Mercado to go get some groceries. That's right. I remember now. We built the sound absorption panels in the afternoon. So I did my work in the morning and Bitcoin Center work in the afternoon. We planned for updating the podcast studio. So we've got a whole heap of ideas. We're in there at the moment, moving all of the equipment around, tables, chairs, checking cameras. Steve, I don't know if you're listening, but you may listen later. Thank you very much. The Logitech camera is going to be amazing. People, so I don't know if you're listening, but some of the people who donated some old devices, there's an old iPad where the battery had started to expand. We're going to use that as a full-time 1080p camera as well. And we've got a couple of other devices which we're going to use as full-time equipment. So the stuff that's being donated, it's going to be used in situations like this. The old iPhone that was donated that has become the center phone. It's amazing. It's a great phone, and it's a dedicated phone for the project, which is, thank you. Like, I didn't even think we needed a phone, but it's so useful. Okay. And then
What was Friday?
Friday. For anybody who's unsure, on Friday was a pretty special day for Bitcoiners. It's kind of weird. It's like the Thanksgiving for Bitcoiners. Testing the bling factor. Ooh, wow. Whoa, 22,400 sats. Wow, yeah. 5,000 is the magic number, but that one, you definitely hit it. So on Friday, at block 840,000 of the time chain, which is the block commonly known as the blockchain for Bitcoin, 840,000 blocks have passed since the beginning of Bitcoin, and on that block the Bitcoin reward halved, and it went from 6.25, was it, or 6.5?
6.25 to 3.125.
So every 10 minutes 3.125 new Bitcoin are mined into the world, and from going forward from that Thursday. Anyway, we had an awesome evening at Bitcoin B Dave's place. We had a great evening with a whole heap of the locals here. It was awesome.
Yeah, we're now calling it a Canadian embassy because all the Canadians are moving in. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a great group of people up there. And Dave put on an awesome pulled pork night. So he had a QR code so you could zap it to order your pulled pork sandwiches. I think it was 4,000, what was it, 4,000 sats? 4,000?
7,000.
Oh, 7,000. It was 7,000. Oh, it was $4 something. It was 7,000 sats. So, everyone was busy zapping him for pulled pork sandwiches, which was cool.
And all the amazing salads that people bought. Yes. I mean, it was really great. Salads, desserts. And it's always a lovely evening when you're catching up with local Salvadorians, Bitcoiners, and as well as new people who have arrived who are Bitcoiners, and everyone's just got all these big dreams and ideas. And passions. It's really nice.
Yeah. So that was a great evening. There was even cigars, celebratory cigars, local handmade cigars from Usulatan, which was pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see people enjoying the local situation. Yeah. Cool. Friday?
Saturday. All right. So we actually that night got Tim from the Standard had given us some of his special muffins that everyone's been talking about, but we haven't had a chance to try, and we're allowed to try before we buy. So for breakfast we had our normal coffee, and we had Tim's amazing banana chocolate chip muffins. Yeah, we did have to reheat them because they had been in the fridge, so I sort of cooked them on the stovetop, but
they were really cool. We actually decided it just sort of spontaneously we did a funny little review video, which I tried to put on Twitter, but it's too long because Elon now limits us and how much we can do unless we have a blue check. I could put it on NOSTR. That's what I should do.
Yeah.
Remember, there's a NOSTR meetup coming up.
There is. All right. Okay. And then, so that was awesome. So that was really lovely. So thanks, Tim. We really enjoyed those. Then we spent some time around home. James actually spent more time on the Get Orbi plugin for our live. So that's been working well. Thank you everyone who has been zapping that and testing it out. Really awesome. Then we went to Mendes to purchase some more ply because we had some black, we'd been donated some black sound panels, and they'd been put on board, so we wanted to create it onto a bigger board so we can wrap it, and so we've done that. Went out to the Bitcoin Centre, and it was really cool. There was lots of people there all hanging out, so we spent some time hanging out. We removed an unwanted guest from the ceiling in the podcast studio. Unfortunately these big old buildings, they have a few unwanted guests, so we're in the process of trying to eliminate them as humanely as possible. And then James and I took a walk down to the pool party. We sort of felt like getting a bit of energy, and it's a nice little hill. So we went down there expecting to go and check out everyone going down the slide. But there was a wedding on. It hadn't actually started, but it was all set up. There was guests arriving. Wow, so the whole pool party had created a really formal style wedding. It was pretty impressive.
It was very impressive.
Yeah, and these big, massive kings and queen chairs, I would have called them. Yeah, like fairy tale chairs. And Pee Wee was there setting up the trampoline for the children of the guests, I suppose, come and play. But it was really neat to see what the pool party could do. I think they had obviously hired some amazing people to get it all set up. It looked really cool. So we did that. And opposite the pool party, we have got our amazing sign. And I don't know if you've seen them come up. We have 2 entrances that you can come into Berlin. And we have the Berliners in Action have put together and created some amazing signs that welcome people to Berlin, to Bitcoin City. And so we've got 2 photos. We've got one...
Carry on.
Just saw that too.
The super pilot has just put a funny comment, didn't he?
So that was really cool. So we James and I took a photo of one, and then we had Bitcoin B Dave and Paddy actually going off to check the compost place out, and they took a photo of the other one. So you'll see 2 signs, and they all both say something different, but they're all welcoming people to Berlin, to Bitcoin City, and that's really cool. And and we thank a generous person there for the funds to be able to create those Bitcoin signs.
Yes, an amazing anonymous donor has contributed to the signs, which is great. Oh, there's one there. Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Okay,
Yes.
there they are. And I think that's the other guys.
Yes,
Yeah, the
it
other
is.
guys are in
Yep.
front of it. That's the Bitcoin City one, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's super cool. So when you come into Berlin now, make sure you keep an eye out for those signs as you're driving in, because they're there.
Yes. And then we had an early night home because, of course, Sunday was a early morning start.
Yes. Now, I'm just going to go back a little bit because those muffins that we're talking about,
Yes.
they're from a place called The Standard. The Standard is going to be a new Airbnb in town, or bread and breakfast. Sorry, not an Airbnb, a bed and breakfast. And so that is Tim, and Tim is also, what would you say, preparing a really good menu for people, which is really good. So it's going to be, the muffins are obviously part of that, because I noticed there's a comment in here, a new cake sauce. Yes, Fabian. Yes, there's a good cake sauce in there, which is very cool. So we're very excited about that as well. And there was something else I was going to mention about that, because I can't remember. That wasn't what I wanted to say, but it doesn't matter. So the muffins came from the Standard, and that might have been what I wanted to say. Sunday. Remember, we're about to do the Q&A, so if you're listening for the first time and you want to ask some questions about El Salvador, our life, our Bitcoin, not our Bitcoin, but Bitcoin in general. Also, I'm aware that the website is down. If you want to buy the ebook or have a call with us, I'm very sorry. This is on my high priority list at the moment. I'm going to just nuke the whole site and start again, so that is coming this week. It's on the to-do list. All right, Sunday. Early morning start. We get up at 4. We are on the road by 5. Yes, the day before we actually bought our fuel with Bitcoin. We do that at the Uno station. Then we drive down to the farmers market and we stop at the Puma station in San Blas, and we can now top up with our fuel there with Bitcoin as well. And we normally buy a coffee and have a toilet break for Bitcoin as well, which is really cool. So all you people in San Blas, you have no excuse to buy your fuel with dirty fiat. You can pay with Bitcoin now. No one in particular, I'm just ranting. Lots of new store holders and visitors to El Salvador, which was great. I was blown away, actually. I'm that location. I think because the owners they have a stall in the location, so they're quite invested in trying to make the location as super friendly and welcoming as possible, and they're doing a great job. Yeah, every week it gets a little bit better. Yeah, there's more and more people. I suppose El Salvador is also getting a lot more visitors coming and having a look. So we've got our regulars who come and buy from us, and we've got a whole lot of new people. We had this lovely a shout out actually to Elias. The shout out for the photos. The photos. Oh yes.
Elias. Sorry, Elias.
So
I think
there was a professional photographer at the Bitcoin Farmers Market this week. His photos are on the bottom of the notification thing on the side there. Yeah. And he took some really cool. He was around taking photos of all people and stuff, but he took some really beautiful photos of the soap and of me. Yes. Yeah, of me. Beautiful. And then we, and he sent them through to us, and that was really nice to see that. But seriously, there's so many new people coming, lots of questions, lots of people asking about what wallets they should be using. A lot of new Bitcoiners are coming into town. What kind of hard wallets they should using. So that was really good. We've definitely got some people moving out or coming up to check out Berlin. Oh, look at that. Who did that?
Bitcoin Farmers Market is awesome. Me. Oh, was it you?
Yeah. I was distracted. That's why I was distracted.
Yeah. It is.
It is really good.
And Kiki and James have done an incredible job to get this up and running. It's been amazing. Yep. So that was pretty much a big day, as we said. We got home. I got some more tallow, which was great, from Beef Back Better. So I got home to get that all cleaned up and ready to start making some soap. So I spent last night rendering that down, and then tomorrow, and then I rendered some more down today. And tomorrow, if I have time, I'll start making soap, because I've got this incredible black wild honey, and I'm going to make a new soap with tallow and black wild honey, which is going to be quite exciting to see how that goes. Yes.
So I'm going to talk about the last thing. We often have dinner in the park on Sunday evening when we get back, because it's just convenient to just go there and have something. And there was a family that was at the Bitcoin Farmers Market. They left earlier and they arrived here before us and set themselves up in their hotel or hostel. And then they came down and bumped into us while we were having dinner, and they ended up sticking around, and we had a really good chat with them for maybe an hour and a half easily. Yeah, easily. We left at about 8 o'clock. So they're visiting from Costa Rica. They're investigating El Salvador, which is amazing. It's going really well.
What I loved about this, it was a family. It was the parents and their 2 daughters. The daughters are, they're grown up, but they've all got this plan to understand Bitcoin, to see what it's all about, to get involved. And it was so lovely to have a family that's just on this drive, together.
Yeah.
I think that was really, really neat to see that.
Yeah. And why that's interesting is because often in a family you'll get like one crazy person who's like, "Wow, Bitcoin! You guys got to talk about this." But the whole family is on board together. They've realized together that there's an issue, and they're working through it.
Yeah, they were an interesting family to talk to, and we felt really privileged to be able to sit down with them for an hour or so. Yeah. And hopefully we'll see them tonight at the meetup. Yeah.
Yes, they've been out tiki touring. And they met Don Julio while we were there. Don Julio was doing the rounds, which is great. Anyone who doesn't know, Don Julio is a fantastic tour guide here. He'll take you up to walk into a crater of boiling mud while you're here in Berlin for Bitcoin.
Yes. And he'll take you walking and talking about plants.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic shaman. He's got lots of shamanic knowledge. I think that's the right word.
Yeah. No, really, really cool.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go into our Q&A.
Okay.
So if you have any questions or answers that you would like to put in, now is the time to throw them in there, because we're going to go through the chat, let everyone know what's happening. Hola amigos from Mark, and he's asking about things working. Hopefully it was working, and he said to check Wallet of Satoshi again, which I did, and thank you very much, Mark. But zap that one. Sorry, just in case anybody wants to know, that is njelsalvador at getalby.com. So you can zap that from anywhere. That address. Yep. It's not a specific invoice, it's an LN URL. FSV, hola lovelies.
Yeah.
Or hola.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
You can go.
Okay, Market Bitcoin, check your Wallet of Satoshi again. Yeah. So obviously, yep. And Super Polish, hola zappers. Hello. At Market Bitcoin, hey man, are you going, or is my computer crap?
So it appears that it was a computer issue, which is good. So Market Bitcoin, they're working fine. Yeah. So I did check when you guys were talking about that. It looked like everything was going up okay from my end, or our end. FSV, Gracias, JW the Laker. Hey Nikki James, how are you two? All is well over here in LA. Can't wait to go back.
Great. It'll be great to see you back here. You'll see the new centre. You haven't seen the new centre yet, so it'll be great for you to come in and check it out. Yeah.
Things are happening.
Yeah.
It's moving. Really, really exciting. Super Pilotish, going to the basement computer garage is too slow. Be right back. J-Dub, I need a big pump to go back to El Salvador soon, or else save up slowly. Just keep stacking sats.
Yeah.
Yep. People who went to the halving party, I hope you went because you had more money than you knew what to do with.
Yeah. Okay, thing is on my phone, there's a Market Bitcoin, which means if I go to zap you, I have to exit YouTube, and I don't pay for some live stream for me. Oh no, can't have that.
No. But if you have a secondary phone or something, you can pay via that. J.W. Laker, Jay Thoreau's the man. Yes. He's done some amazing things while he's been here. Yeah. He's about to disappear for a month or two, which is going to be, he'll be missed. He'll be sorely missed. We're looking forward to his return and get back on those projects, because the conference, Econoomia Bitcoin, was really good. Yes. And we believe that that's going to be an annual thing here, and we're looking forward to them doing more projects like that.
Yeah. And if SV wanted to cover your face, yes, if you see earlier on, James's face was covered with the big text of the writing, so that's a thing for James to work on where to put it, because it's going to have to go somewhere new.
He knows that Nikki's the pretty one, so he was focusing on that. Super Pilotish, okay, we're back. Time to zap some sats. Rosa, hi James, I met you in Berlin and you gave us good advice about how to keep safe the Bitcoin with the key. Thank you. I wanted to meet Nikki maybe next time when we visit El Salvador again.
Absolutely, yeah. Yes, it was when I was back in New Zealand, so I am back here, not planning to go far for a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm glad that information was helpful. People ask questions, ask people, get multiple answers, because one answer isn't always a good idea. Don't trust me, verify me with others. Market Bitcoin, is that QR going to change? No, it doesn't change for each one. It's totally static. So it's njelsalvador at getalby.com. It's static LN URL. It's connecting via something called NWC or NOSTR Wallet Connect, and then it's a service which, as soon as a notification happens, it just sends a response back to a web page. So this is technically a web page sitting on top of the screen right now, and it updates as we go live, which is pretty cool.
Mark Bitcoin, with paying your rent, can you not do a transfer from your account to her account? We don't have much fiat, Mark. We earn in Bitcoin, we save in Bitcoin, we spend in Bitcoin. So we have to actually do a Bitcoin transfer for cash or a peer-to-peer to get cash to then go and pay it. So, yeah, it's not quite as easy as that. So
what happened last month was we had, because of the, not just the conference, but we had a lot of people come up and visit, and a number of people came up and said, I need to buy Bitcoin. And I'm like, okay, how much? And they're like, $300. I'm like, okay, sure. So I then sell them $300 of Bitcoin, and I get $300 of cash. I think I had 3 of those. And basically, so that covered the rent. Rent's not that much, but it covered our rent and our living expenses with cash, because we use cash for different things. But yeah, there's a really good peer-to-peer economy here, where if you need cash or you need Bitcoin, there's enough liquidity in the marketplace. You come to the center. We've also got a chat group, and you ask, and people will turn up. And normally there's somebody who will, like, I do it because, it was actually convenient. I was going to have to do it at some point anyway. But yeah. We could use a bank account, but once we have the cash, to deposit it into our bank account and then deposit it into her bank account is no different than us just going into the bank to deposit it into her bank account. Either way, we have to sit in line for anywhere from 20 minutes to a couple of hours. It's getting our timing right, that's all. Jada the Laker sent a couple of sats for some cafecito, mi amigos. Thank you.
And Super Pilot, cool, the feature worked at 480p resolution, so that's great to know.
Yes. Yeah. And his test is complete. Thank you. That's really good. I'm not sure if it works on mobile phones, but I'll be curious. FSV, a new cake sauce. Yes, it was a good cake. It was a good moisture content, great flavor. Yes. Yeah.
And the chocolate chippies were really yummy.
It was good. They were really good muffins. Yeah. Super Pilotish, Jethro should interview the unwanted guests. Yeah, I don't know how well that would go.
No.
I don't think people would be happy with that interview. Yeah, sick and twisted interview. Jose, hola, saludos. Thank you, Jose. Nice to see you guys. Good to see you too. Mucho gusto. Franklin, I'll be moving to El Salvador in 2 years from now. My Bitcoins are doing great. Awesome. Make sure you always study Bitcoin, learn, get your Bitcoin into cold storage if you're saving. Also, the Aqua wallet and with the Liquid network could be a useful tool for you if you're saving, dollar cost averaging, especially with the high fee environment. We like the Seed Signer, which there it is in the top corner there, Seed Signer hardware wallet. Check that out if you don't have one. It's a good device. If you do not want to use the Seed Signer, another really good device, which I have not used, I've never used it, is the Cold Card. But the reason I mention that is because it's fully air-gapped. But both of them, all of them require a learning curve. None of them are perfect. And the best thing you can do is get your hands on a number of different ones. If you come to Berlin, you can experiment with a whole heap of different cold wallets, and you can learn. We have Trezors, Ledgers, which I recommend you avoid a Ledger. If you've got a Ledger, get off it. Get something else. Like, that's the only one I'm pretty passionate about. We don't have a cold card to test with. We do have Seed Signers. What else have we got?
Well, here, I mean, we can always bring in the Bitbox or the Jade. So we Bitbox, have got all of those. Jade. So if you wanted to try other ones, we can bring them in as well. Yep.
And we have a stamp kit as well. A big shout out to the hardware store in El Zonte. If you need to buy any equipment here in El Salvador.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Advertising plug rant over. Super Pilotish, the standard, taking bookings for the whole month of October, asking for a friend. You better get on that. Roller, if you are listening, you better chase that guy up. Get him booked in. I know there's definitely 1 2-room unit, and by October there should definitely be 2 2-room units. Ronnie, welcome back. Oh, Ronnie! Yes. Man, we were just talking about you and your store.
We were saying, yeah, I know. We're actually talking about you because we haven't seen you at the Bitcoin Farmers
Yeah.
Market the last 2 times, which is,
We're sad.
we're sad.
Like, I even messaged Jamie because Napoleon turned up with books for you guys, and it's like, where are you? And I'm like, I don't know. I miss them. You guys need to come to the market.
Yeah.
I know your store's open on Sunday, but you should close it on Sunday and come to the market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people were asking,
Yes.
wanting lots of questions
Yeah.
and advice. Yeah. But that's good. But welcome back. Thank you. I am back. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, what's
I had a
more
great
important
trip.
is that Nikki is back. Not that you guys are missing from the market. Yeah. At the new location. Because we're talking about Bitcoin Farmers Market today.
Yep.
Franklin.
Yep.
Sorry.
Thank you for the info, guys. Not a problem.
Yeah.
James is a great source of income. I mean, a great source, sorry.
Income
Great
and
source
information.
of information. I do apologize for that one. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
that is funny.
Okay. And Karen, how important is having a bank account when you move there? Do you think it's something you need when purchasing a home or a car? Maybe. Well, I mean, we have bank accounts. We opened them many years ago. We don't use them, to be honest.
Literally many years ago.
Yeah, we have tried to do. We did some bank transfers from New Zealand, cash money across, just to see how it worked, and that was Thanks, Super Jamal Pilot. Yep. Yeah.
Freudian slip. Yeah. No, it's all good.
So buying a car, we didn't need one, but our lawyer, what we did is we gave our lawyer Bitcoin and he cashed it out and got cash and did it that way. I had heard there may be a bit more issues of doing that now.
So we've heard that withdrawing funds out of the Chivo wallet through a bank account is getting more challenging. So if you can do cash trades, we're going to push Bitcoin cars. They may be somebody to talk to or talk in the chat groups, because in the chat groups there are people who are willing to do cash trades of large numbers. So if you want to buy a car of 10, 20k, that's probably possible. It might just take a bit more time.
Yeah. And Karen, also, if you're buying a house, depends. If you have a mortgage, then yes, of course, you're going to need a bank account. But if you're not, if you're paying cash, then it depends on your real estate agent and the people you are buying from. You may be able to do a Bitcoin payment, or the real estate or your lawyers may be able to do some kind of transfer. So you may not necessarily need a bank account. They are, and even Mike Peterson from Bitcoin Beach was talking in his last interview the other day in regards to they